Alright, so back at you guys with another lick. The last one on Tuesday, we were looking at some Zach stuff. Today, I feel a little bit more neoclassical, a little bit more Yngwie. We're going to be looking at a diminished 7th arpeggio style idea. This is something that Yngwie does in all of his songs. The other week, I had a video called Yngwie's signature single string run. I would say that this is his signature sweep picking diminished run. So, here we go. Let me play the lick, we'll break it down. This is what we got. Alright, so let's break that down. Now, I should also say, when you talk about these diminished 7th sweeps, I've seen Zakk Wylde do this as well. If you look up his Gigantour solo, he does exactly that. He does this minor third, clearly diminished 7th, Yngwie-inspired run. Other people who do this, let me think, Randy Rhoads does this all the time. That end was my little nod to him, this thing. Randy would do that quite a bit. If you listen to the first 2 Ozzy albums, you can hear that a lot. And it's a wicked lick. No joke. Learn this, and you can apply this to all your playing. One thing to look at with diminished 7th is that it's a transitional thing. So usually it happens over the 5 chord and kind of takes you back to your 1. So one way to look at it in a rock context, right at the end, before you kind of, if you're in A, do a diminished thing, then get back to your home base of A minor, pentatonic or natural minor, whatever you're playing in. So for this one, here's what I did. First part of it, I'm doing a upstroke on the high E string and I'm pulling off. So I'm going upstroke, 5th fret pull off to the 2nd fret. Then I'm coming up to the B string. That's what I did. So 5th fret pull off to 2nd fret. Then I'm going to do another upstroke and I'm going to go 4th fret on the B string. Then I'm going to grab the 2nd fret of the G string, and I'm going to come back down to the 4th fret of the B. And then I finish by doing another downstroke on the 2nd fret of the high E. So it's upstroke, you see that? Upstroke, pull off, upstroke, downstroke, downstroke, downstroke. People refer to that as sweep picking. Upstroke, pull off, upstroke, downstroke, downstroke, downstroke. Move that up 3 frets. Now we're up 8. Pulling off to 5. We're going to grab 7th fret. We're going to grab 5th fret of the G. Come back down to the 7th fret to the 5th fret. So we've got... I really want you to see the picking hand. The picking hand's more important than the left hand. Then I'm coming up to 11 and 8 on the high E. Then I'm going to grab 10, and I'm going to grab 8, 10. So I go 11, pull off to 8, 10th fret, B string, 8th fret, pull off, upstroke, upstroke, downstroke, downstroke, back to 8. Then I've got 14 pulling off to 11. I've got 13 on the B string, I've got 11 on the G, back to 13 on the B, back to 11 on the high E. Then I've got 17 pulling off to 14, 16 on the B, 14 on the G, 16 on the B, 14 on the high E. All of these shapes we do twice. The last one I've got 20 pulling off to 17 on the high E, then I have 19 on the B, 17 on the G, back to 19, back to 17. And then I ended the lick by plucking 20 on the high E and 19 of the B string, and I let them ring out together. And you actually want them to ring out together. That dirty sound that you hear, that's the minor 7. Or not the minor 7, sorry, that's the flat 5. And Randy Rhoads. So the whole lick. I'm going to show you my picking hand while I do that. Here we go. Watch the right hand. So it's a cool lick that so many people have used. one of the things that you can work on with this is obviously the sweep picking aspect, but understanding that when you're moving this around, it's the same shape over and over again. You're just moving it 3 frets higher or lower. In music, they call that minor thirds, and the diminished scale is based on stacked minor thirds. You're just moving around the fretboard like that. Yngwie does it. Zakk Wylde does it. Randy Rhoads does it. You should do it. I do it. It's freaking awesome. It's not a super hard idea. It takes a lot of practice to get it down cleanly and fast, but it's not a super hard idea that you guys can definitely work on. So that's it for today. If you have any questions, leave them below. I always get back to every comment that anybody leads, even if they're rude to me. Like, if you don't like my guitar, I don't care. But I will comment back to you because the algorithm pushes my video higher from you being a dipshit. Anyways, have a good week, guys. I'll see you next Tuesday for another lick.